You kind of have to be very careful how you speak on other people's situation, because I'm sure Shannon Sharpe, like most other sports commentators, they didn't show Deshaun Watson no type of remorse when he was in the same exact situation. And for people who may not know, like, what you talking about, what's this? Tony Buzbee was the same exact lawyer who sit here and helped file the lawsuits for all those women when Deshaun Watson wanted out of Texas. When he didn't want to play for the Houston Texans no more, and he wanted out. Soon as he made it known publicly that he wanted a trade, wanted to get out of Houston, it was a bunch of lawsuits that came with a bunch of allegations. I believe it was 24 women, and then even in more into current day, Tony Buzbee is the same person who tried to throw the lawsuit up against Jay-Z, and they had to sit here saying to him and Diddy had this, whatever the case may be. So all I'm just sitting here saying is sometimes you have to be careful, especially if you are, and I don't even want to sit here and say if you're a black man in media or in entertainment, but it is what it is. We kind of got to call a spade a spade. And for most people, think about how, even for Shannon Sharpe, man, so many people said Shannon Sharpe was sweet when he was doing when he hopped out and did the total wine and everything. Everybody was joking on him because he had the purse and all of this other stuff. So y'all sit here and told me that Uncle Shay wanted to play on the other side of the track. Even leading up to this, everybody was love with Shannon Sharpe with the Lakers and 5 situation. But how quick and so fast that all these blogs pick up these allegations, but you didn't sit here and pick up how 9 times out of 10 these allegations even started, because Shannon Sharpe was in contract negotiation and conversation with coming up with a new podcast deal. You're talking about upwards to $100 million. Yeah, of course, he's getting out of a network deal. I think his contract was up with the Volume. And I'm not sitting here trying to put this on the Volume, but I'm just calling the scenario out how it is and how it's played out with this a lawyer. Okay, his contract up. Shannon Sharpe won the bag now. He done earned it. Nightcap doing numbers, Club Shay doing numbers. Realistically, if you want Shannon Sharpe to put his podcast, and he got other podcasts up under him as well, you want them to sit here and sign a contract. Yeah, I'm gonna need a bag, but it's so crazy that you sit here as soon as right over the weekend, that bag conversation floating around. You seeing certain podcast blogs may pick it up and talk about how Shannon Sharpe about to get the bag. Now you're sitting here telling me, oh, Tony Buzbee found a way to get some type of allegation shaken. Like I said, I'm sure Deshaun Watson is somewhere right now keying and laughing and having the time of his life, because he went through this, and Shannon Sharpe was one of those people who didn't show Deshaun Watson no type of sympathy. So like I said, sometimes you got to reap what you sow. Just be very careful on the energy that you put out, and pay attention to how you treat other people when they going through these same exact situations. Use it as a learning experience, and take your time on how you speak to people in people's situation.